to thou. Too Thick Pod. Sports, cards, levity. I'm your boy, Meat Sticks, joined by that killer from the west side of the state, Tummy Sweat. What's good with you, man?
What's up? Man, I can't get my voice that high. That's pretty impressive.
Well, I just sneezed for 42 minutes beforehand, so I'm all sorts of fucked up.
Yeah, we were supposed to, it's 8:36. We were supposed to record at 8:15, but Jeremy was sneezing for 15 minutes. So
that was I stopped fucking with tissue and I just got to roll a bounty, man. I don't know what the hell was going on.
You're allergic to me. I joined the live and you just start sneezing.
Do we have, you have to plug your own show? We have an action-packed show. Yeah. We've got Justin Fields, the greatest quarterback ever. Baseball announced their MVPs. Who is Cardporn? Auctions ending everywhere. So many badass cards. I think some sellers are going to be disappointed. Twitter versus Instagram. Mortal Kombat deathmatch. And then the NFL just announced they're moving the Bills and Browns to Detroit instead of letting them play outside in Buffalo. So what the hell's going on? I'm going to allow you to start wherever you want, sir.
I love this little rundown you got. You forgot our 50K challenge. We were given 50 cents and we have to spend it in an hour. No, I'm just kidding on that. But let's start with the NFL. My team lost to the Green Bay Packers on a 5-game losing streak last week, so I'm pretty disappointed. And it looks like you said, Justin Fields. Is he the damn greatest quarterback? Is he the next Mike Vick? I've heard comparisons that this dude is Michael Vick. And I know you hate that, but is he Mike Vick? He could run like him, but can he throw like him?
Right now, all jokes aside, I would say Justin Fields is a top 3 quarterback of all time.
In Bears history?
Oh, yeah, Bears history, no doubt. I am telling you, man, 30-plus years of watching Bears football, I had to endure shitty offense. There's always a relatively good linebacker. The defense would keep you in the game, but the offense would never score enough points to be competitive. I've never enjoyed watching the Bears lose so much in my life. That they're winning not despite of their quarterback, they're winning because of their quarterback or playing competitively. It is just a marvelous thing to watch. They're going into the offseason next year with over $120 million in cap space. They've got draft capital, which they haven't had in a long time. I am so excited about my Chicago Bears.
How do you feel about Khalil Herbert, though? Didn't he just get injured this week and he's out for a couple of weeks?
You know what? When you've got a stellar young man in the name of Justin Fields, arguably one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, you overcome the adversities and the challenges that you face as a result of one Khalil Herbert getting hurt. Justin Fields will pick up I don't know what's so funny. He will pick up these Chicago Bears, put them on his shoulders, and carry them to the mountaintop. I am telling you, he'll probably knock out 8-9 Super Bowls before it's all said and done.
Oh boy, 8-9. That's more than Tom Brady. No, I can't even take you serious.
Dude, I'm a Bears fan. We've never had this before. I don't know how the fuck to act. This is awesome.
Well, you do. You guys were in the Super Bowl before my team's been in the Super Bowl. Didn't you guys just in the 21st century play Colts? Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, but it was all downhill after the initial kickoff. Devin Hester returned the initial kickoff. Awesome moment. You think it's destiny. It's meant to be. Then the Bears made absolutely no adjustments, and they lost. So that sucks. And here at Reckless Household, we don't celebrate second-place finishes. There is no A for effort. Let me get this straight. We do not celebrate moral victories over here. It is championship or bust. Do you understand me?
That's because you grew up with Michael Jordan. You had all that success when you were younger. I have to deal with my team not winning that run with the Bears and going to the Super Bowl has more playoff wins than my Cowboys and probably in my lifetime since I've been 5. They've won 3 games since I've been.
The amount of people going crazy for Justin Fields cards though is just so ridiculous. You think people would learn after the last hot quarterback and the next hot quarterback. And it's just repeat. repeat.
Are you
I don't
selling
understand it.
yours?
Panini has mine. They refuse to fulfill redemptions. They hit me the other morning at like 2 a.m. with like, hey, do you want a card of a comparable player? Or do you want to wait? Or do you want points? Obviously, you know how I feel about Panini points. I said, fuck that. After seeing what somebody got from a redemption when they should have got like a $10,000 card and got like a piece of shit, that was an option. So I will sit and I will wait another 120 days to get my Justin Fields on card, RPAs, and all sorts of things.
See, that's kind of messed up. We should have bought at the National wax crackers. Shout out Vadim. He had some sick Justin Fields in his cases. I still remember those that we were talking about getting together. We should have.
Yeah. I was actually messaging with Brandon, a.k.a. Bro Namath, the other day, and I was just letting him know, like, I am going to, if I had some Fields, I might sell, and then I'm going to look to immediately post-Super Bowl, I'm going to go on a buying spree.
A bender?
A bender, if you will.
Yeah. You'll sell out Patrick Williams because he'll be announced for the NBA All-Star, top 5 in the league in scoring. So you'll sell those and then buy Justin Fields, right?
Yeah, no, we'll hold on to the P-Will. That's generational wealth right there. Going to set up my kids.
So
Kobe White, P-Will.
Kobe White will be the one when he gets traded.
Yeah, we might sign a couple of Kobe cards. I'm actively rooting for him to get traded. Honestly, I'd love to see him go somewhere and start and just knock down threes and watch the hobby get excited about a young kid who's hitting triples and then sell some cards.
I have a question for you about basketball.
I would be honored to hear your question and provide an answer, and I hope that it's satisfactory.
I'm a big college basketball guy. I'm not really that into NBA. I like watching NBA. I like watching my guy Luka. College basketball, do you ever think in the near future with the NIL and all that going on that the market for college uniforms would pick up? Because I know there's people out there that are super fans. You got card collectors at Ohio State. You got Drake, that's Arkansas. You got plenty of people that like follow these college teams. It's just there's no market. Why is that?
You might confuse people, friend. You mean Drake's PC, not Champagne Poppy, because I think he'd be more inclined to collect things of Toronto nature.
Well, the cuter Drake. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, Drake's PC with his beautiful salmon-colored shirt.
Yeah, and his gorgeous smile.
Yeah, do you know he's actually 7'2"?
Is he really?
He is 7'2".
Jeez, I thought he was like 7'6".
No, he's only 7'2". So here's the thing. I have never been into college cards, and I don't know why. Like the Color Blast still looks awesome. It's that college uniform. I will say that for the RPAs and some of the stuff that you see like in Collegiate NT or Flawless, I think the patches in there are absolutely freaking filthy and cool looking. But I have absolutely no desire to collect those cards or purchase them. I don't know what it is. It just does nothing for me.
Well, I was trying to get Kenneth Walker. Went to Michigan State, and I was with the Seattle Seahawks. The Collegiate NT came out, and it had a bowl game that he wasn't even involved in. It was the one where it was Michigan State's last year's bowl game. He didn't even play in the bowl game. He like bypassed it, but they put the logo in it, and I'm just cracking up laughing because people are going to see that and be like, wow, that's a sick patch. Dude didn't even play in that bowl game.
Yeah, you saw what happened. Was it up in Oregon where it was like an Oregon player, but they actually had a Beaver jersey and they kind of like, oopsie.
Yeah.
So,
well, the other logo I saw was I think it was a Pinstripe Bowl. And that was when Kenneth Walker played for Wake Forest against Michigan State. So they probably cut out a Wake Forest jersey and put it on a Michigan State car.
Who knows, man? The typical Panini.
Yeah. They're trying to get bought out. That's what they're doing.
Dude, I'm telling you, sports is getting ready to be hectic. And shout out to the dope kit. I see you got it looks like number 10.
Yep.
Oh, captain, my captain. Christian Pulisic.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we are mere days away. There's so much awesome sports, man, but I am so jacked about the World Cup. You have absolutely no idea.
Same. I'm preparing myself to wake up because we looked at the schedule and I not the first couple days, but it starts to get going at 5 a.m. some games. Like Argentina, Saudi Arabia is at 5 a.m. I want to see Messi's last World Cup games. So my ass is waking up at 4:55. I know that's what time you usually wake up anyway, so that's nothing. I wake my ass up at like 7:30, so this is gonna be way early.
Lunchtime.
Yeah, that's
Must
your
be nice
lunch.
to sleep in.
That's your fifth coffee of the day. So I don't know. It's gonna be a tough month for me to actually get my ass up and watch these games.
Yeah, this is something that happens once every 4 years, and so I look forward to. Everybody knows Monday come like lunchtime that you're not going to be able to get a hold of me. I don't know where I'm watching the game yet. I don't know with whom. I just know I'm going to be surrounded by a bunch of folks, yelling, "Don't tread on me." Yeah, a bunch of American outlaws.
American outlaws.
The voice will be hoarse, and might be a little inebriated.
Let's go.
Potentially, possibly.
Hey, only comes every 4 years, and for us, it's been 8.
So I know we're gonna drop a World Cup special, and that when you say World Cup special, it sounds a hell of a lot sexier than what it is. It's gonna be tummy sticks and beef sweat, just chopping it up.
Sticks and beef sweats. You just mixed both names.
Oh yeah, they're interchangeable. But it's gonna be those two bozos talking about that. But how about this? USA's group. Do they make it out of the group?
This is kind of a sneak preview. I got England 1. My 2, it's either Wales or USA. And it all depends on that game because Wales strikers are so good. Their up front is really good, and Gareth Bale can take over a game. And our D-line, our defense is kind of sketch in the center back area, especially if Aaron Long's in. We're not making it.
Yeah, I'm really concerned about Gareth Bale, who didn't even start. Came off the bench for the old Los Angeles ball club. You know what I mean? So that was incredible. I'm being an ass at this point, but I've got USA finishing first.
I saw that,
and England finishing 2, and that's where I'll leave it at.
I saw that. We're going to be so different in our picks. I'll go through that. So Jeremy earlier today went through the FIFA pick 'em, right?
Correct.
We're going to do that on our preview show, so we'll have to talk it through. We're going to have some arguments because I looked at your stuff, and your winner is someone that I have out early, and it's the fun of it.
I'm proud to be an American.
Oh, and if we're talking World Cup, I'm trying to complete the sticker book. So if you have stickers and want to trade, DM me because I need to fill these out. And my wife is yelling at me because I keep buying stickers.
How short are you?
Let's see. I got like 3 teams completed. Here's one. So I have Canada. Here's our USA one. You know what's funny about these stickers, though? They came out before the World Cup roster was announced. Here's our USA. Look who's on the bottom right here.
Oh, is that Pepe?
They have a Pepe World Cup sticker, and he's not even going.
Is Tillman on there?
No. I need Brendan Erickson, Acosta, and Sergio Dest to complete the USA team.
Okay. So if you have stickers for beef sticks, aka tummy sweat, aka Manny cards, aka sex kitten, please send them your stickers.
Well, I have a stack like this of doubles, so we could figure it out and we could trade.
Right. Have you been paying attention to the World Cup, the soccer cards that are coming out everywhere? And my eyes are like, because there's just so many fucking awesome cards.
I know. I'm like trying to hold back because right now the market for those cards are probably the highest it's going to be. But man, I like the downtown. It's weird because I like this. I've been buying soccer cards like crazy. That's all I've been focused on. And I hated downtown cards for like basketball and football. But I saw a Vinny Jr. one and I was like, I got to have it. Well,
so awesome.
Yeah, it's sick. And what else were the cards, like the autos? I know that they're kind of ugly. We saw the Neymar one. It's kind of like the auto set is ugly, but the inserts I'm really liking.
You know, the Mbappe 1 of 1 is actually in Michigan right now.
You said that with TNT?
Yeah, TNT's grading it right now.
Let's go see it. Let's go tomorrow.
I actually they DM'd me to gauge interest, and
Really?
we were doing a hobby night school last night, and the person who owned it was on and was like, "Let's make a deal." Now, I want to be clear: the red refractor did like $45,000. So I have no idea what this one of one is, and I am probably already priced out. So it makes for a fun conversation, but just be window shopping on that boy. Bad boy. Bad
Well,
boy.
we could
Bad boy.
we could sell let's sell one of our kids. And then we could we could split the car.
I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah, there we go.
I would become the biggest cheerleader for France in the World Cup, though.
Yeah,
If I come out of pocket 6 figures for an Mbappe one of one, that motherfucker better score some goals, boy.
I know. I'd be so pumped. I want the Neymar. I want a Neymar 101. I'm a big Neymar guy. I think he's going to be. Here's another fun fact. I think he's going to win the Golden Boot. I think Brazil's going far and he's winning it.
Really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Wait, look at you going out on a limb there with that prediction.
He's plus 1,200 in the books. So,
look, dude. So anyway, PWCC Golden Abe or Fibe, as you always text me, which I hate. Mm-hmm. So what's going on, man? What kind of cards you seeing? What are you seeing? I don't know if there's enough demand to support the supply of high-end soccer that is out currently.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think everyone, kind of like what we were saying in like previous months, everyone's trying to sell their soccer right now. I don't know if you see it everywhere, but I am. And actually, this is turning out to be, if you wait a couple weeks, going to be a great time to actually buy bulk soccer.
Yep.
And hold, especially if you're a soccer collector, which me and you both soccer guys. I think in December, I'm going to look for Holland cards. We should look for some bigger Holland cards because those markets going to go down because people are thinking about World Cup. He's not even in the World Cup. So I think that's going to be Jeremy and I's play.
Do you know, is Norway good enough, or do they have enough talent in the pipeline that 4 years from now they could get into a World Cup? Or as a country, do they suck that much that it's not even an option?
I think Holland was a little banged up in the World Cup qualifiers, but I think if they come close, there's going to be people that, you know how they kind of can squeak in and say, I'm playing for Norway, or there's an article or there's an interview that Giovanni Reina could have played for like 4 different countries, but he chose USA. There's going to be players that want to play with Holland, and I think they'll get in on the 2026 just because it's Holland.
I remember part of the buzz when Jurgi took over was his ability to get those players who were of German descent or who had some sort of loose connection to America, that he was going to be able to get them. And some of them came over. You had like Julian Green and stuff like that. They never quite panned out. But when you heard like, hey, these Germans are coming, I remember being equally excited for that. Like, okay. I watched Oliver Kahn stonewall us in a World Cup in the past. Now we're going to have the Germans. We're just going to bring the pain, baby.
I kind of wish he was still our manager, to be honest, because it scares me with our current manager that he's going to be stubborn in his system and it's going to be our downfall. I'm waiting for that first starting lineup. And like I said, if we have Aaron Long in their back and not Tim Ream, I'm going to be pissed off the whole time. So
let me ask you this. Nobody cares that you're going to be pissed off. Like you're going to do anything. You're going to sit there. You already hate it in America. You don't even have them winning the group, man.
I don't.
We don't care what you think.
That's true. Well, I don't trust
when we get to the round of 16, don't come looking to party with us, man.
I don't trust our coach.
Don't come trying to party with us. Now, let me ask you this. This is professional. This is a proper segue. What is a more difficult question to answer? Who is going to win the World Cup, or who is Cardporn?
That's actually a good one because
that's a segue, bro.
That is a segue. There's how many teams in the World Cup? We have 4 times, carry the 2.
Divided by 6.
Yeah.
And then times pi. Plus 2.
There's 4 groups. Goes to 8.
Power of three.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
Cardporn could be anybody, huh?
Dude, there is the hobby is crazy.
Yep.
I go onto a story, and you ever heard like the YouTube rabbit hole or the TikTok rabbit hole? I've experienced that on Instagram because people are posting these weird cryptic messages that
Mm-hmm.
are just good enough where you're like, I'm not going to get involved in the clickbait shit. I'm going to keep it moving. I'm not getting involved in this crap. And I'm like, oh, that's catchy. What is that? Who are they talking about? So
Yep.
I'm like doing all this research, like, what the hell is Kit Kats in the shower?
Yeah, I don't
What
get
is this? What is this? Why is all this? So apparently, the new juicy rumor is that Ken Golden and Nat Turner or Ken Golden, Nat Turner, and Geoff
that. Well,
Jeff are some sort of like
prospect.
somehow associated with card porn, allegedly. I'm just sharing what I saw.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know one of the guys that is Cardporn, I believe, and it's not them, but they could all manage the account. Um,
So the rumor is, just so if you don't follow this stuff, is
yeah.
allegedly the OG or the original card porn sold his account. And it appears like the juicy rumor that I'm seeing. And now, mind you, these people create these rumors, then they all create videos off of their reaction to the reaction to the reaction videos. So I had to do a little bit of homework. It was some of it painful, some of it entertaining, and some of it I had no idea. You ever have those moments like, what the hell am I doing?
Exactly.
Like I have 4 children. I've got a job. I have a career. I've got Patty Williams cards. I've got Courtney. And I'm sitting here watching a video trying to make sense of this. What the hell am I doing with my life?
You're trying to be
But apparently, the old card porn would go after everybody. And they wouldn't pull punches. And the way he wrote, he or she or they wrote, the way they typed stuff was completely different. And at some point in time, there was a change. And they draw evidence, whether or not it's true. Go to Snopes, do your own research. Don't listen to me. But there was a shift in the way new card porn would go after people. And there were certain people that they wouldn't even touch. Typically, people loosely associated or associated directly with Collectors Universe. So PSA, Golden, Card Ladder, that sort of stuff. So I don't know what the hell is true. I don't know who's card porn. If I'm being honest, I really don't give a shit. I just think it's funny because it's like, I own these cool cards. I have these cool cards, but you know what? I'm going to spend hours trying to understand who runs an Instagram account.
It's funny because it's grown men arguing with each other or women. We're all adults arguing with one another about this kind of stuff. It's kind of funny, and I go down that same rabbit hole. I'm looking at that the story on Instagram. I'm like, what are these webs? What does this web mean? I don't know what it means, Jeremy. I need to know. I need to put my tinfoil hat on. I need to pull my Nancy Drew, and figure this out. I don't get it. Kit Kat might be a stripper in the shower. That's where I came conclusion.
And apparently Ken Golden used to play poker or plays poker or has a kid who looks like him with some curly cues. Like, I'm telling you, I clicked on 4 different things. I had no clue where the hell I was on Instagram. I had no clue how to get back. I was just watching people speak. I was pretty sure I knew what the hell they were talking about, but they were just vague enough that I believe if in the court of law that they could. I don't know, man. But yeah, who's card porn?
Yeah, well, you go to that and then you scroll down a couple posts and you see Shay as a girl and they're rating her like one sip and they're all going to smash. And I'm like, what is going on? Did you see that?
Yes. That was pretty good. Lamim did the whole thing where he took hobby influencers and turned them into ladies and put a little commentary. And he does good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Big ups to Lamim.
Well, he just posted right before went live about a guy getting arrested at a local card shop because the card dealer or the dealer wouldn't buy his cards. So he threw a fit and got arrested.
When it comes to hobby social media, what's your preference? Instagram or Twitter, and why?
So it's weird. There's been a shift. When I first started, Instagram was like everyone. This is back when it was 2020, 2021, and it seemed like everyone was happy with each other. Now it's flipped. And Twitter at this time was going after everyone. Like you weren't safe to post anything. You had people fighting with the two big accounts were fighting with each other about groups that they hung out with, blah blah on Twitter. Now it's switched. Twitter is actually like it seems like a close-knit community and everyone just gets along. You get some bad eggs. And Instagram turned into this Nancy Drew detective work. So it's kind of funny. I actually enjoy Twitter because we had Watch the Breaks on and he said the same thing. You kind of could communicate. Like you post something and there's like a thread of like everyone just talking to each other. Like it's in your DMs.
I always found Instagram a little bit easier to navigate, a little bit more user friendly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're essentially tapping on one side of their phone to go forward or backwards. The chat feature, the texting was pretty easy. But lately I've gravitated towards Twitter because you can still see cool cards. I actually like when there's a thread of something that grabs my attention, whether it's somebody talking about a checklist of a new release, or it's sometimes I'll get caught up reading the scammer crap, or hey, this is a situation that happened. What's the proper etiquette? Mm-hmm. And having the ability to chime in and see that laid out while still being able to see pictures and videos of cool cards seems probably go Twitter. Although like I haven't tried the live feature on Twitter. I do know sometimes when videos are posted on Twitter though, like the quality sucks. But I think pistola to my head, I'm going Twitter over Instagram, 52-48.
Yeah, I think I agree. Twitter is. I think I made it. It's a little bit better because of the groups we're in too. We're kind of in the same like DM groups, which I'm in a soccer group, F1 group. Shout out Dixon. I finally got in that group. And I'm also in a Red Sox group. So it makes like the Twitter world better because I'm always on those DMs and you have some smart, knowledgeable people that are in those groups talking about what they're buying, blah, 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 what to look for. Hey, I'm betting on this game, this Mexican league game at this time. And it's like 12 in the or like 1 in the morning. It's fun. I don't know. You kind of grow like connections easier on Twitter.
Yeah, the one thing though is that soccer chat, those people be fighting, man. They have got opinions. They'll be talking about fourth league Ecuadorian soccer, and these people got opinions why like the 42-year-old, left back should have won some award.
You should tell them your picks and see how that goes. Your World Cup picks.
I'll share it. Hey, you know what? If all the professionals think that my shit is lame or I'm way off base, there's probably a pretty good chance I'm going to be right. How often during college time do these quote unquote professionals or experts get their brackets right?
They suck, actually. So I looked at your stuff and it was good. So I would have to give you a pat on the back if you just went through it real quick.
Yeah. So do you have any plans for watching the USA games or?
No.
See, like everything comes back. Everything just goes to soccer, dude.
I know. Okay, Jeremy's so excited right now. No, I don't have any plans. The first game's on Sunday at I believe 2:00. Or
the first USA game's Monday.
But the first one's Qatar versus Ecuador. Which fun fact? Did you just read that they came out that there might be a bribe in the game where it's 8 players? They might have bribed them like $7.3 million to throw the game. Yeah. All right, first game.
Did you also read and see that I believe it was a bunch of Pakistani people getting paid like $3 a day to pretend to be fans of other countries?
I told you that. I told you. I knew.
I saw that and I was like, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Just like out of a Dick Wolf TV special, Manny connecting the pieces and getting to the bottom of a whodunit.
Exactly. Some of my conspiracy theories come right, Some of them are way off. A lot of them, 90%. But the 10 I hit.
So did you pick up any cool cards recently, man?
I haven't. Just soccer, really. These soccer stickers. I got a grade back. I got a George Russell. My boy, your boy, actually, George Russell. PSA 10 Sapphire. Got that one back in 2020 Topps Chrome, and you know how hard those are to gem. So
Yeah.
pretty excited about that. It's actually pretty cheap to get into these cards right now. So I'm gonna hold it.
How did you get the card? Did you buy it raw
Mm-hmm.
off of
Yeah.
eBay?
Yep. Bought out raw off eBay.
That's a sharp looking card. Is
Yeah.
it helmet on or helmet off?
Helmet on.
Helmet on
Yeah. I think they're less than 100 right now, to be honest with you.
for a 10.
Yeah.
Oh,
At one point they were at close to
damn.
100 to $400.
Okay. Still
Mhm.
not bad. I've got some stuff. We won some stuff on PWCC. I actually picked up an Ian book 1 of 1.
Did you? Look at you.
I don't know why. I was just like, I got caught up in the moment. I'm like, I'll take a shot. Like with people getting so stupid and crazy for quarterbacks, the kid went to Notre Dame. It was relatively cheap, and I'm like, I'll take a flyer.
I know Cage will probably want to buy that for Ian. His son.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah, I know. I've sent him Ian Happ cards before.
Yeah. So
Cage lawyer, man, you're gonna have to put down that Chick-fil-A and hook your boy up with a couple bucks so you can get your son that Ian card.
Speaking of PWCC, did you see what ends tonight?
The top 100 cards, the most iconic 100 cards.
Well, that did go through, but we'll get. I guess let's talk about that first. Did you see the number one is the Mickey Mantle?
I actually did not see it. I've actually been not on social media too much. My assumption that it was going to be the 52 Mantle all the way.
52 Mantle. The second was Jordan, and third was the Honus Wagner, which surprised me because I would have thought Honus Wagner would have been 1, Mickey 2, Jordan 3.
Even growing up in Chicago in like the early 90s, I knew who Michael Jordan was,
Mm-hmm.
but I had gone to a museum to see the Honus Wagner card as part of like a school field trip, or it wasn't specifically for the card, but I remember being a sports kid and not being interested in much else. That being a big deal to see that card.
Mm-hmm. It's a nasty card because what is it? You could have it half eaten and it's still $1 million. That's how.
Fucking beef sticks got hungry over there. Tommy Sweat started nibbling on it for thickest of the week and a T206.
Yep. My ancestors. But yeah, like what else is ending is the Premiere auction. And I do want to pull this up because I want to show you some sick cards and why I think some of these might go way lower.
Let me tell you something right away. I am so sick of that Brady card. These people are like, they're in such a hurry to make the card like not even be for a card that's a limited print run. I see that damn card everywhere. It's like it's like the 85 Jordan. Like I'm sick of seeing it.
Exactly, and it's funny because these are out of like 100,
86,
and it's like every single auction there's one that goes, and it's actually hurting the value. But yeah, you got that 1-of-1 Luka's at 2.3 mil. I'm curious what it ends at. You have this Bryce Harper, Pat Mahomes 1-of-1. You keep coming. There's another 1-of-1 of Pat Mahomes, 5-of-5 of Luka, another out of 5 Pat, and there's also a 1-of-1 Giannis, PSA 9 at 80. There's out of 5. Yeah, it's ridiculous the amount of like nasty cards in this auction. Look at this. Logo Man, Ja Morant, 1-of-1. Out of 5, Ronald Acuna. It's nice to see all these cards on an auction, but in my head, I don't know, tell me if I'm wrong or I'm dumb. Can this hurt the value of all these cards? Because there's only a certain amount of people that could be buying these cards, right? And you put so many in them, less eyeballs. So like if me and you were both one of these people and we both want the Logo Man of Luka, we're not going to look at these other cards.
Well, let's assume that you're a Luka guy. Look at how many Lukas there are.
I know, it's insane. Like, and they can't.
And I'm talking like high end Luka.
Yeah, you got 5 out of 5 here, 1 out of 1. You got the out of 5 National Treasures, the out of 25 Flawless.
I bet you that Flawless is game use too.
Yeah, out of 15. It's I don't know. If I'm
Let's just hold on. Stop right there. Those first 3 cards, I think, are all 3 cards. Like somebody might make the argument they'd rather have the true gold out of 10 as opposed to the black gold out of 5. But those are all 3 cards in themselves that any Luka collector would love to have. Like it replace if these were Patrick Williams cards, these would essentially be the 3 Patrick Williams cards that I'd want. So if I'm buying one of the Lukas, I am bummed because you have to make a really difficult decision. And if I'm selling it, I'm also kind of bummed. Like, and you understand there's that inherent risk when you do that. But wow, I almost think, and I actually learned this from Cage Lawyer, talking back a long time ago about selling stuff, that everything's negotiable. I wonder if you're really savvy and you have the experience, how it would go to get some assurances that, like, hey, if I give you my high-end Luka, I don't want to see this other bullshit up there.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like for this card right here, if this Luka 101 Logo Man wasn't here, I put money that this is clearing at least $500K easily.
Let me ask you this: that Luka black gold out of 5 for 170,000, or go down? I think there was like a gold. No, keep going. It's a auto and a rookie.
Oh, this one right here.
Yeah. Would you rather have the sensational signatures? PSA 10?
Yes. It's only 16,000 too.
Right. So would you rather have this or the non-auto out of 5?
This 100%. Even though it's a sticker, I know people don't like that. I do. I don't care. It's like a PC card that'll never leave. But even with Mahomes, look at this. I mean, it just sucks for this guy, the guy that has the out of 5, and you're up against a 1-of-1 auto, the 1-of-1 another 1-of-1 auto.
Yep.
I think it's going to be a downfall for some of these cards. This Giannis at 1-of-1 PSA 9 for 80 grand, I feel like is a steal right now. To be honest, this card's could clear $1 million if he keeps playing like he is.
I was on Panini's digital website the other day, and it's such a sick looking card.
I know it's like, is this like the Mosaic before Mosaic?
No, that's Select.
Well, no. Remember they had the Mosaic insert?
That was, I thought Mosaic was in Prism.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
And then they made
I think. I know at least I had a couple of cards.
Okay. Here's a card that I'm looking at right, and it's going to be out of my price range probably here shortly, but I want to bring it up. This is what I've been like. So they have the monthly, but this weekly one is ending. Look at this bad boy.
Ooh.
I want this card so bad.
Then go after it, dude.
I'm going to try, but I think it's got.
What do you think it goes to?
I think it goes for 3 to 4.
Really?
I think it's out of 599. It's 10. Card Ladder sold a BGS 9 back in July for 800.
I might go after that, bro.
Huh?
I might go after that.
Oh boy.
I'm playing.
PSA is 1 out of 8, so maybe that helps. A little bit, but I like Vinny. So yeah, I mean, if you're into soccer, they do have a soccer. Before we get out of here, they have a soccer promotion collection. Did you see this?
I did.
So
let's click on it. Let's take a look.
Okay, just don't bid on my Vinny. Anybody listening?
I'm not bidding on the Vinny.
No, not you. Anybody listening, aka Matt. Don't be bidding me up. We'll go rounds.
Oh my goodness. Right. There's so many dope fucking cards.
I know. Who's your guy?
Who's my guy?
Yeah, look at these.
Those are badass.
I know Pele. I'm not big on the I want a cool Pele. I've
been trying to scoop up some Jude.
Let's see if they had any.
I was looking at a suite. It was a 2021 on card, or I'm sorry, sticker auto out of 5.
Yep.
Ooh.
That's kind of like matching your Holland, isn't it?
Yeah.
Out of 50?
Yep.
That's cheap.
That is nice.
Oh,
Oh, what's that pink velocity out of 25?
Yeah. I mean,
Ooh,
oh, you have the black.
I have the black PSA.
Yeah, no big deal. No big deal.
No big deal.
PSA 10. I like Mokoku. You see, he's the youngest player in the World Cup.
Yep. I
They don't
did see
have
that.
for him. That's my guy. But it's just these team sets that they're selling. No, I mean, here we go. We went right back to the World Cup. Can you tell we're not excited about this World Cup?
Dude, I'm ready. I am absolutely ready. This high, I recognize that like in 1 week from tomorrow, it could be the lows of lows with a 4-year wait.
Well, no, will be Thanksgiving. We'll be eating.
A week from tomorrow will be game 2, USA versus England. And so if they lost that, potentially in 1 week from tomorrow, it could be very low. The math checks out, Manny.
If we win, because we play Iran first game, right? If we win that game, I'm confident.
Dude, what? They open with Wales, bro.
Oh, they open. Okay, yeah. So if we beat Wales, I'm confident we win and move on. This first game is the deciding factor if we move on or not.
Here's what's going to happen. USA is either going to score or concede a goal in the first 10 minutes.
Don't say that.
That is what USA does in World Cup games.
Yes.
They score or concede a goal in the first 10 minutes. Take it to the bank. That's a reckless lock.
Well, if Aaron Long's in, they're going to score like 5. So
Man, you remind me of the guy who hated Patrick Williams at the UC.
Did you not watch Aaron Long? He's so bad.
He's better than you, dude. I don't know how
he made it. Huh?
He's better than you.
That is true. But he's not.
Make sure that you go to YouTube, continue to like, subscribe. I suppose you can only subscribe once. So if you haven't subscribed, please do it. We're putting up mediocre numbers. We want to get to incredible numbers. I kid. We value each and every one of you who listen. You can follow me at Tummy Sticks. That's Beef Sticks.
You just switched the names again. I'm Tummy Sweats. That's Beef Sticks that way. Follow us on Reckless Cards if you want to see Reckless Cards Jeremy's content. Follow _Thicc_pod on Instagram or
_ your mama.
_mom. If you're watching on YouTube, it would mean the world to us if you hit the subscribe button. If you love our content, if you don't, hit the like button and subscribe anyway and give us talk shit in our comments because we love it. And with that, I hope you
tagline. Get him with the tagline, kid.
I hope you guys enjoyed your hobby release, and we'll talk to you soon.
On your face.
Peace.
Oh.